Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It is game day, Monday afternoon, getting ready for a Monday night showdown with the New Orleans Saints at Lambeau Field, prime time. Where else would you rather be? Really looking forward to this one. Going to be a good time. Couple pieces of news prior to getting to your comments and shouting out our friends over there at PrizePicks. Obviously, everyone wondering if Luke Musgrave was going to be activated off injured reserve. And yes, he has been. Musgrave, coming back from that ankle injury and surgery earlier this season, has not played since September. Undoubtedly, they will ease him into the proceedings tonight. But great to see him activated. Great to see that he'll be back out there. And look, there's no doubt that Luke is going to be kind of supplemental to designs and plans for the next week or two. But having him available going into the playoffs, you absolutely love to have that athleticism and upside available as a play caller, play designer, etc. But make no mistake, Tucker Kraft is your main tight end, will be tight end one, not only probably for the remainder of this year, but going forward for the time being, for the foreseeable future, let's say. But great to see him activated, and no corresponding roster move as the Packers had an open roster spot, so nobody needed to be released to get him in the fold, so to speak. The other piece of news, the NFL announcing earlier this afternoon that the Packers-Vikings kickoff next Sunday will be at 4:25 Eastern, so late afternoon window, lots of eyeballs on what's going to be a big game. Have to take care of business tonight, obviously, but that is going to be a huge matchup. Really looking forward to that one, clearly. But first, got to take care of business tonight. Speaking of taking care of business, let's give a shout out to our good friends over at PrizePicks. PrizePicks is daily fantasy sports made easy. You just select two or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what make PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Go to prizepicks.com, use code CHTV, spend $5 on lineups, and get $50 instantly. PrizePicks is available in 43 different states, most importantly, including Wisconsin. And yes, here are my picks, my lineup for tonight. Josh Jacobs, he's not going to have 21.5 carries because you know why? They're going to be so far ahead. They're going to pull him. It's going to be the Brooks and Wilson show. Same thing for Jordan Love. No way he has to throw it over 29 times. Give me less than that. Spencer Rattler, Rattlesnake, as some of the locals are calling him. I don't think he eclipses 178.5 passing yards, but I do think the Saints get a field goal. I know, not quite the shutout, but they will get a field goal. So there you go. There are my lineup for tonight. Send me your lineup. You can use the link in the description of this video. Use code CHTV. Get $50 instantly. Do it, folks. You know you want to. What's going on in the comments section here? We got Brother Love starting us off with a super chat. What's going on, man? Which wide receiver will make the most of tonight's game? Well, that's a very interesting question. I suspect we're going to see Romeo Doubs and Dontavian Wicks get some run tonight. I think obviously Christian Watson will still be involved. Jaden Reed will get some touches, but I think Doubs and Wicks are your best bets to beat a defense that likes to play a lot of man coverage. Now, they're not man dominant. It's absolutely mixed stuff up, but a lot of what they do, even when they're running kind of match zone stuff, it's still very man centric. So I think Wicks and Doubs are your best bet to produce tonight, will be my guess. Don Vito, thanks for the super chat, man. Toyota-thon, if you know, you know. Man, how about Jordan Love embracing the meme, embracing the narrative? Absolutely love to see Jordan's Instagram post this morning, essentially announcing that he is now a Toyota partner. Phenomenal, just phenomenal work embracing the narrative online. Clearly, doesn't mean a whole lot when it comes to his actual play on the field, but I love to see a guy having a good time with it. It's so great. Eileen, thanks for checking out the stream on Twitch. Packers getting healthy at the right time as the Lions and Eagles keep losing pieces. That new strength and conditioning team is earning their money. I mean, look, shout out to the strength and conditioning staff, but a lot of it is just the way teams, rise and fall by luck. I mean, there's not a tried and true method of keeping guys healthy during football season. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it, right? Now, that said, it is about how you manage injuries, and it is about knowing when to push guys, when guys are ready to get back out on the field, not bringing them back too early, i.e., one Jair Alexander, who I know a lot of people have been frustrated has not been out there, but the fact that he hasn't been out there would suggest that hopefully when he does return, he'll be 100% and ready to go for a hopefully deep playoff run. That is part of the juggling act. It is not easy, especially when even they, who have all the medical information available, have no 100% certainty on anything. Um, yeah, it's good to see the Packers getting healthy at this point of the season. It can all change in an instant, though. That's the unfortunate part of life in the NFL. So get through this game healthy, get a big win, move on to the next one. Michael, how are you, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. I had a fun Star Wars chat with someone yesterday, offline, obviously. Any changes to your series rankings as time passes? The Last Jedi is begging to be ranked near Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope and has held up well. Michael, I'm not so sure I agree with your police work there. I think it's a fine film. I think the whole Canto Bite sequence needs to be sent into the sun or blasted by the Death Star. Take your pick. But yeah, no, it does not rank anywhere near those two. Sorry, buddy. Tulia, thank you for checking out the stream. Hey, Nags, is Jair playing tonight? No word yet. We'll get inactives an hour and a half before kickoff. I've been looking for any kind of reporting, any kind of hint that Jair will be available tonight. There has been nothing yet. And I know there's been some conversation around should they or shouldn't they, as far as, oh, save him for next week, the Vikings game, so important, etc. I'm actually kind of the mind. I like the idea of getting him out there tonight just to knock the rust off, so to speak, right? Yes, there's no doubt you want him healthy and 100% for that Vikings game. But, he's got to play football. He's got to play football at some point. And I don't love the idea of his first game back being in that environment against that team, that opponent, those really good receivers. I just like the idea of getting him out there tonight. And again, getting back into the groove, getting kind of in the flow of playing ball, getting on that the checks at the line, all of that. Taking a hit, giving a hit, the physicality of the game, something he hasn't dealt with since, the bye, just coming out of the bye week where he only played 10 snaps. So, yeah, I understand wanting to, quote, save him, but I'm hoping he goes tonight. Carrington, man, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Oh, wait, there it is. Underrated part of Toyotathon to keep in mind. Love and Matt LaFleur's track record in late season rematches. CC Eagles, Vikings, Lions. I mean, yes, you are correct. I'm cautiously optimistic about how they take on the Vikings next week, but it's no sure thing. Obviously, they're playing better here down the stretch, as was the hope, but they got to do it against the better teams, of which you have just listed. Eagles, Vikings, and Lions certainly qualify. We'll see, but first, got to take care of business tonight, no doubt. Jason, thanks for checking out the stream on Facebook, man. Aaron, what is your score prediction for tonight's game? I'm going to say Packers 31, Saints 10. I think it's going to be closer than that. I don't think you have to look much further than, say, the Buffalo Patriots game yesterday. I know that's a divisional matchup, teams that know each other well, but they put the Patriots put a good scare in the Bills. You don't take anything for granted in this league. I know a lot of people think this is going to be, including Vegas, who've made, I think we're up to 14.5 as the line. I'm going to say it's going to be a little closer than that. I think it's going to be something akin to 31-17. That's where I think they get the 30 burger again, much like they have the last 4 games. But I don't think it's going to be some complete laugher at halftime. I think it'll be nip and tuck for a while, and the Packers will pull away. John Simitovich, what's up, man? Jacobs, and more Jacobs. Go Pack, go. John, I believe that is the game plan early in this game. Have to think this is a team that can be put away on the ground, possess the football. Yes, you want to obviously score touchdowns, but you also want to utilize your strength against their weakness, which is stopping the run. They have been decent and pretty damn good, actually, when it comes to pass defense, but their run defense has been bad. I was going to say atrocious, but that's probably too strong a word. But it has not been good. So, yes, battering ram time. And I think you got to mix in a little Brooks and Wilson as well. But yes, I do think you're going to see Jacobs early and often to try and set the tone and take control of this game, much like they have over the course of the last month plus, as far as getting out to leads, controlling the ball, scoring touchdowns, and putting a stranglehold on their opponent early. Don Vito, thanks, man. I'd sit Jair for tonight. Give him one more week. And they might just do that. The fact that he's questionable even after practicing all 3 days as a full participant, it suggests, there's a possibility he does sit tonight. Jocelyn, thanks for the super chat. Love leg injuries, Williams hammy pregame, Jair knee, all seemingly returned early this year. New approach of the staff has had mixed results. Yeah, but I can't blanket statement that it's a specific approach without the information. I mean, you say they came back early. How do we know it's early? We don't know. We don't know what they know. This is always my thing when people talk about, oh, he should have been put on IR, or, oh, they should do this or that when it comes to guys playing or not playing or how they manage the injuries. We don't have anywhere close to the information that these people have. So how can we ever possibly approach the idea of, well, they brought someone back too early? We don't know. I mean, that's just my bugaboo, I guess. Dustin, thanks for the super chat, man. To buy Sarah something strong to heal her aching heart tonight. Did you try to scotch yet? Go Pack Go, 4113. Dustin, you must not have been on the stream a couple days ago. I had it on camera. Yes, I tried it. It's phenomenal. Thank you again. And I appreciate your wanting to buy Sarah something sweet for the pain that she's going to be suffering later. I appreciate you, as does she. Michael, thanks for being a Care of the G Club member, man. Driving up now to the game from Illinois and bringing a boatload of Cheesehead TV content. Go Pack Go. Michael, that's the way to do it, buddy. That is the way to do it. I like it. Oh, see, Dan says, yeah, but the Bills were extremely sloppy in the first half. That's the only reason that game was as close as it was. Dan, thank you. Oh, and the Packers have never been sloppy. This is my point. Dan, thanks for making it. Yes, you have to be on your P's and Q's. You got to cross your T's and dot your I's. I mean, did you watch the second half against the Seahawks last week? Man, any game, anytime, anywhere. It's what Matt's been talking about all week. If you don't bring it, if you aren't locked in and focused, man, the NFL will humble you quick. That is the point. Mimsy, thanks for the super chat, man. With the division out of reach, hope we win out for the sake of momentum rather than whatever seed. Bum to flex out a noon game, still yet to attend one. Oh, Mimsy, I hear you. Nooners are the best, right? But I very much agree with you as far as just keep playing good ball, keep improving, keep developing, and keep winning. I don't care about the seeds. I really don't, especially now that you're going to be on the road. So you're going to have to beat good teams. You're going to have to play good ball. Do that now so you're doing it when you hit the playoffs. I very much agree there. William, thanks for being a Care of the G Club member, man. I'm not sure you can give enough credit to the Packers organization for how they made it work with Rodgers in 20 and 21. Random Packer Michael Hawthorne. First time he's been utilized. That's an outstanding pull, William. And yes, you are not lying, man. I'll never forget when he was on McAfee during 20 and the whole bomb dropped about COVID and immunization, etc. Greg Rosenthal from NFL.com put out a tweet I'll never forget. He said, man, just seeing all this play out makes you think that there's been a lot going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of. I can confirm that is true. And to your point, yes, the Packers handled it extremely well. I think much better than people probably give them credit for. And I very much agree with you, man. It's something that doesn't get talked about, but I certainly remember. Legends, what's up, man? Subbed on Twitch to Cheesehead TV. Love the content. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I keep trying to do more Twitch content, Twitch specific stuff, like, obviously playing video games, but I just haven't had a lot of time in season. I'm really hoping to get to more of it in the off season. So I really appreciate you, man. Duio, thanks again, man. Tonight will be an exceptional game for our D-line. They're going to bully those Saints. Let's hope, man. Let's hope so. This is a game where they should absolutely, be able to get off the ball, make life miserable for Rattlesnake, and, maybe, hopefully force a turnover or two, give the offense a couple short fields, get those starters, the frontline guys, off the field earlier rather than later. No question. Simatovic, thanks again, man. Expect much from Musgrave tonight. Not a ton. I think he'll be eased back. No question about it. I don't doubt for a moment they want to get him out there. They wouldn't have activated him if they didn't, but I don't suspect it'll be much more than a handful of snaps here or there. Maybe a few packages where, again, get the rust knocked off, etc. But I don't think he'll be a humongous focal point for the game plan. Saints guy, thanks for checking out the stream on X. I don't think the Saints have any firepower left, but as a Packers fan, is there any way you could see an upset? Absolutely, man. Without question. I was just talking about it. Any given Sunday is a very real thing. And I know it's Monday night, but you know what I mean. You got to bring your A game. A couple fumbles early, either kick return or a punt return for a touchdown. I mean, look no further than the backup quarterbacks having success against the Packers throughout the years. I'm not saying that's all going to transpire, but it could, and it has in the past. You have got to bring your A game. So, yeah, is there a path? Absolutely. Do I expect it to happen? No, but you'd be a fool to sit here and say, oh, there's no way the Saints could ever win. That is absolutely not the case. Nags, I love it when LaFleur goes for it on fourth down, make it or not. Brady, more often than not, I agree. I think, like he was talking about this week, it's all about his gut, what the feeling is there. It's not like he's got a tried and true, I always follow the analytics or I never pay attention to the analytics. I think he takes in all the information and then makes a decision, which I think is the correct approach. And I'm with you. I think more often than not, he has done that throughout his career. I think he's been a little gun shy this season. And maybe he trusts his defense a little bit more. I don't know what that is, but it does seem like in the past he's gone for it a bit more, and I hope he gets back. I hope he leans that way a bit more down the stretch into the playoffs this season. John, you ain't wrong, man. Hopefully the ghost of Joe Barry past doesn't come back to haunt us, folks. If he does, Spencer Rattler will look like Joe Montana. I mean, you're not wrong. You ain't wrong. Steve out here talking about Jason Garrett flashbacks. I mean, any old head who remembers that Thanksgiving game down in Dallas knows exactly what Steve is talking about. Bill, this is a perfect place to end it. Hi, Nags. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Bill, and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. If you celebrate, great. If you don't, Merry Christmas anyway, because you know what? It's my channel. I love Christmas. So Merry Christmas. And look, there's no doubt the Packers should take control of this game tonight. But if they don't, try not to get despondent. Don't be sitting here going, oh, fire everyone, cut everyone, bench everyone. Just take a breath. Remember, there's a lot of ball game left, and take it from there. Klaus, last second super chat here. How's the weather in Green Bay? Go Pack, go. I know they're bracing for more snow. They've had a bunch, and there's more coming. So I have little doubt that if there is just even the slightest bit of snow, it's going to be a beautiful sight at Lambeau Field tonight. All right, buddy. I'll be back tonight with Corey for Watch Party. Please join us starting at 7:10 Central Time, 8:10 Eastern. Kickoff at 8:15 Eastern. Big time Watch Party vibes. Can't wait. Thanks a lot, everybody. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. See you tonight. Go Pack, go.